Jeff Nepper, Managing Partner here at Flow Software. Thanks for joining me for our final video as we discuss how we can share information openly when we put in place the proper analytics framework. As we think about sharing information inside of our organization, what information do your people need? What information do you wish that they could consume on their phone, or could get in an email, or could have ready access embedded inside of another application? Speaking of applications, what type of data feeds would you want to set up? How difficult is it right now for you to create and manage web APIs to all of your different various data sources? Flow wants to solve these problems using our visualization and bridge components. Visualization is exactly what you may assume. It's dashboarding. Flow provides HTML dashboards that you can use in order to make sure that it's easy to get the right information in the right people's hands in just the right timing. So what's on our dashboards? XY scatter plots, multi-band trends, data tables, heat maps, the ability to project values, understanding if we're going to meet targets, fall short of targets, even capabilities around how do you code downtime or visualize the causation of that downtime. If you want to visualize something and you want an easy to use tool to do it, I think you'll find that the Flow dashboards are exactly what you're looking for. And that's great for sharing information with people or embedding it inside of other systems where you're already using dashboards. But perhaps you already have a dashboarding tool that you love. That's great. Keep using it. Flow wants to share the information inside of the Flow database with your existing dashboard applications as well. So what about the bridge component? Well, Flow wants to make sure that anything that comes into Flow, any work that's done in Flow, is easily shared to other applications, whether they're Flow apps or other third-party applications. So that means the KPIs, the measures, and the events that are written into Flow, they can be pushed back out to other SQL databases, written into other historians as tags, even published to MQTT brokers. Likewise, we're able to publish that information out to messaging services like Teams, Slack. We can even push those dashboards that you create in Flow over to a SharePoint. Flow itself can share information with other Flow instances, allowing me to create multiple tiered instances of Flow. That means my enterprise Flow server can push down templates to my multi-site Flow servers, and my site Flow servers can push up KPIs and events to my enterprise Flow solution. My favorite part of the Flow bridge is the API. One single endpoint that allows me to connect everything in my organization to Flow. So that means if I want to enable a data lake to be more powerful, I can read the Flow API. If I have a new machine learning tool I'd like to engage in a POC, I can connect it to the Flow API. So why not just connect to maybe my historians API or reach out and write SQL queries against the databases that I already have? Well, the work that we've done in Flow can be shared via this API. So that means that the events and the measures that I've already written, well, they can be shared out. The data cleansing that I've done, that's getting shared as well. The tags that I'm referencing inside of Flow, they can be passed through. Now think about that for a second. That means that by hitting the Flow API, I can grab data, even though it's not in Flow, that's raw and stored inside of historians and SQL databases elsewhere in my organization, even with a tiered approach. That means if I have access to my Flow enterprise server, and that enterprise server is tiered to my site servers, from a single API, I can query all of the raw data in all of the databases that are connected to Flow. That means that whether it's in SQL, in a Canary historian, in a Pi historian, in a Wonderware historian, on an OPC server, I'm going to have a standardized and normalized data packet coming in every time I ask for data from my Flow API. Also, those calculated tags that we're processing in stream inside of Flow, I can ask for the results of those tags as well with this API. So as you can see, the bridge becomes extremely valuable, whether I'm calling the API, doing a SQL insert, publishing data back out to an MQTT broker. Everything that I do in Flow, whether it's the information model structure, the attributes around the events, the measures and the events themselves, they get shared securely and openly across my organization. I hope that you have found these videos helpful. Listen, we know there's a better way to build an analytics framework. This information hub is exactly the right solution to empower your organization and your people to do more with the information around them. If you'd like to give it a try, we'd love to offer you a free download of the Flow product, and you can grab it right here from our website, flow-software.com. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us information@flowsoftware.com. Thank you so much.